Hi there, Pete from Craft Cellars here. So something a little bit different today. Quite often I have customers come into the store and they're often looking for a whiskey that they can use as the base for a whiskey cocktail. Now there's a number of things I usually recommend, but recently Glenmorangie have come up with a product that's actually a single malt that's specifically intended for that purpose. So it's called the Glenmorangie X. And I want to try and make a cocktail with this and see how it kind of stands up. And I think the best way to do that, there's actually two cocktails that I would say are kind of a good way to kind of showcase a whiskey. One would be an old fashioned, but my personal favorite is actually Manhattan. So that's what I'm going to make for you guys today. So let's get started. So a Manhattan is just 2 parts whiskey and a half part sweet vermouth. Also a few drops of bitters, and then you garnish it off as well. There's all kinds of different ways to make it. I like a cherry and an orange slice. So what I'll do is I'll put the whiskey into the shaker here, which already has, it's already filled with ice. So like I say, 2 parts of the whiskey. Alright, and a half part of sweet vermouth. So in this case I'm using the Kochi Storicho. So let's get a bit of that in there. Okay, and as I mentioned as well, bitters. We're just going to use standard Angostura bitters, the kind of classic for this cocktail. So it says usually 3 drops is about enough. I like to put a little bit more in there. And then one other little touch is, it's called a dirty Manhattan. Essentially, because I'm using a Luxardo cherry, I'm actually going to use a little bit of the syrup in this jar in the actual cocktail. So I'm just going to add a wee bit of that in there as well. I've got a sweet tooth, so that will definitely add a good chunk of sweetness for me. Okay, so give it a good shake. Grab my glass. I already have a little bit of ice in here. And just pour it right over top. Back to the side. And this is my little orange slice and my cherry. So this is how it looks. I'm going to give it a taste, so I'll just dunk that in there with it. Maybe give it a little bit of a swirl. Alright. Very happy with that. I would absolutely drink that, maybe more than one. That's delicious. So yeah, definitely a contender now for me actually, this Glenmorangie. I often make Manhattans on a Friday night after work. That's fantastic. Yeah, definitely recommend trying this out. Cheers.